Okay, so in this video we're going to continue solving quadratic equations, but this time with using the quadratic formula. So in the previous video we looked at how to solve quadratic equations by factorizing and by completing the square. This one we'll be looking at using the quadratic formula. So the quadratic formula is x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And so all we need to do is substitute the values of a, b, and c into the formula. So we're going to have minus b is minus 3, so minus 3, plus or minus the square root of b, minus 3, squared, minus 4 times a times c, all over 2a. I'm going to put the determinant into the calculator, see what that gives us. So, minus 3 squared minus 4 times 5 times minus 12 is equal to 249. Can we square root that? No. So, we're going to have x is equal to 3, positive 3, plus or minus the square root of 249 over 10. And that's our final answer. There are actually two answers. The first answer is 3 plus root 249 over 10. And the second answer is 3 minus root 249 over 10. Okay, so technically you can just leave it like this. That is called exact form. If the question asks you to do it to 2 decimal places, for example, you need to type these two into the calculator to see what you get. So for example, the first one will be 3 plus root 249 over 10, which is 1.88. And the other one is 3 minus root 249 over 10, which is minus 1.28. Okay, so these are the two answers if the question asks you to answer it to 2 decimal places. Okay, sorry, I accidentally wrote minus 1.29 before, so I had to change that to minus 1.28 in this question above. For question B, it is not in ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 form. So we need to change this. At the moment, x squared is negative, so we're going to move all of that to that side. So we're going to add 7x squared and minus 9. So we're going to have 7x squared plus 5x minus 9 is equal to 0. Now that is in the correct form, we can use the quadratic formula. X is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And solve this question. So, remember, this is a, this is b, and this is c. So we've got minus b, which is minus 5, plus or minus the square root of b squared, so that's 5 squared, minus 4 times a, 7, times c, minus 9, all over 2a, 2 times 7. Let's put the determinant, whatever is underneath the third sign, in the calculator again. 5 squared minus 4 times 7 times minus 9. Oops, let's try it again. 5 squared minus 4 times 7 times minus 9, which is 277, minus 5 plus or minus the square root of 277 over 14. So that's the answer in exact form. If the question asks you to do it to 2 decimal places, we put in minus 5 plus the square root of 277 over 14. That's 0.83, so that's one of them. The other one is minus 5 minus the square root of 277 over 14, which is minus 1.55. Okay, so these are the two answers if the question asks you to answer it to 2 decimal places. And that's it for this video.